Hey Bobcat Nation, are you interested in finding out what it's like to work on a real newsroom and on a professional film set while still in school? Well, follow me as I work to complete both my senior capstones in this Quinnipiac day in the life. Hey guys, my name's Taylor Sniffen. I'm a third year 3+1 communication student here at Quinnipiac. I'm a double major in both the film program and the journalism program. And because it is my third year in the 3+1, it is technically considered my senior year. So this year I am working on both of my capstone projects. So here at Quinnipiac, capstone projects are considered like your senior thesis. But in the School of Communications, they're very hands-on and practical projects. In journalism, I am working in the class called HQ Press, and it is run as a real-life digital newsroom. So if you're not into digital news, but you're still into journalism and you want to be in broadcast, there's also another option called QNN Newscast, and those guys work and every week put on a live broadcast show. But since we're a digital newsroom, we put all of our stories up digitally. We're more of the writing and graphic side of journalism. Then for my other capstone in film, it's a full year-long capstone. You take 2 different courses, one in the first semester, one in the second semester, and you start from you and your group get together, you each pick your positions. There's a director, assistant director, director of photography, editor, sound, production design, it's between a 6 to 7 person group. And then you pick your script, or if somebody wishes, they can write their own script. Then you start into pre-production, so making sure you have locations. We go to New York and cast real SAG actors or professional-based actors. We have to fundraise money. Right now we're in our fundraising stage, actually. We're looking to raise almost $10,000. It's definitely a lot of work compared to, especially the journalism one and many other majors, because most capstones are either the first or second semester of your senior year, but this spans both semesters. So it's very hands-on. Let's get going. We're gonna head down to Maine for our first class of the day. We just got to Maine, and we will walk to CCE and go to our journalism class.
Guys, I want to speak with everybody one-on-one to see where you're at and see how I can be helpful to you. And want to see what you guys have.
I'm going to be working on a story about Thanksgiving break and everything you can do if you're at Quinnipiac during the break. So I'm still in class, but I just walked from CCE to Res Life here because I realized as I was writing my story that I needed a specific number of how many students were going to be staying at Quinnipiac over Thanksgiving break. So like any good journalist, I'm going to walk to Res Life, ask if they'll give me that information. If not, I'll just figure out a new way to write the story. Res Life did give me my answer, so I'm going to head back to CCE, finish up the story, and then get it edited and then published. I just finished class. I did get my story done and formatted. Now the copy editor and managing editor are going to look over it, give me any corrections, and then I'm going to hopefully publish it by tonight. And what's really awesome about this class is that because it's run like a real newsroom, it gives you really real world experience. And I didn't think that was really the case when I first started, but then I actually started an internship at WTNH News 8 in New Haven, and their newsroom is run very similar. They pitch every single morning, 10 a.m. news meetings, and then all the reporters take their story ideas and just go for it and make sure they have everything done on deadline that night. And then for us, we have a longer deadline of a week, so by the end of the week we have to have all of our deadlines in and have everything published. Rico and I are on our way to our senior seminar class, which goes hand in hand with Capstone. You have to take a capstone and a seminar in order to graduate. We're doing Hollywood on Hollywood with Professor Frederick Stodmeyer. Coming out of my Hollywood on Hollywood senior seminar with Professor Stodmeyer, we actually learned probably one of my favorite lessons today, and that was the assistant culture in the film industry. The assistant culture is like the cliche that the boss is going to make your life a living nightmare, and you just kind of have to put up with it. But we saw in a film we watched today, which is Swimming with Sharks, that it can be very exaggerated. It was exciting to learn because I am starting to apply for assistant positions and looking to what's going to be next once I leave. So to see that it's not a complete nightmare and that you do learn a lot and it's the best way to keep climbing in the industry was definitely reassuring. So I've been working on a lot of homework, and then I will be meeting with a professor at 5 and then my capstone film group at 6:30. We just got to the McMahon Center. We're about to go in with our meeting. We just got out of our meeting with Professor Brandon. She was extremely helpful. She gave me a bunch of places in New York and Connecticut to rent some higher-end equipment from. Maggie?
For locations, she told us about some great real estate companies and the Connecticut Film Office. They can help us to get locations for our film.
Now we're going to head over to the Student Center and meet with our group. I am here with my film capstone group. You've already met Maggie and Meredith, so that's 2 out of 6. But then we have Ryan. He's our sound guy. Ryan, what do you do?
I basically just go around with Taylor. I'll be getting all the audio while she gets all the visuals. Kind of a dual partnership.
Yeah, it's a good time. And then we have Danielle next to Ryan.
Hello.
Danielle, what do you do?
I'm our film's producer, so I oversee our budget and make sure that basically we get everything that we need to get done happens, and then we have the money and anyone who we need help to. That's on me.
Awesome. And then we have our final outstanding editor,
Hello.
Drew Feinberg. Drew, what do you do?
I basically take everything we shot and try to make the director of photography's dream come true with my hands and one computer.
Here I have the lovely director of our film group, and I'm the director of photography, so her and I work hand in hand. Maggie, what do you do?
Yeah, so as the director, I would say that we have a script, and I kind of bring it to life on the screen, and I work closely with each different member of our team to kind of collaborate and just create this vision that we want for our film.
And as the director of photography, I sit with Maggie and we do our shot list and we storyboard, and we basically take what's on the script and make it look visual. And then the rest of our team, including our sound producer, editor, and assistant director, all make sure it actually becomes a coherent story that is fun to watch. So I just got out of my senior capstone class. It was a really productive class with our advisor. We talked about myself and how I'm going to be looking into gaffers to help me light the film while I'm filming so that it's not all on me. During production, we worked on SAG actors and how we need to pay them in order to fulfill contracts with SAG, and we signed some NDAs in order to get some more info on our campaign pages. While it might seem very strange that I'm only in my third year and then I'm going right into this film, this past summer, I was able to go to LA and have a production internship, and it's really helpful because I didn't realize that I was working with SAG contracts this past summer and working with budgeting and scheduling and filming on a smaller budget for 3 months. So now coming this year, I've already had all this experience, so it's been really cool to see how easily I've been able to take my internship experience and just weave it right into school. So I have enjoyed that. I am now back in the SPV suite. You've seen me in both of my capstone classes, and these are really fun and very hands-on experiences that everyone at Quinnipiac has to look forward to once you start as a freshman, because you will be working towards them as a senior. Thank you for coming along with me on my very hectic Wednesday, and be sure to check out more Quinnipiac Day in the Life videos so you can see Quinnipiac all for yourself. Go Bobcats!